What's up, adventurers? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Green Knight. This is my co-host and research assistant, Bartholomew. And tonight we're going to be jumping into r/Am I the Antagonist? Or Am I the A-hole? But YouTube doesn't want us to say A-hole. We're going to read over the story. I'm going to give my honest reactions to it, and then we'll see if the comments agree with me. If you're new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you know when I go live to do my midnight walks. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into the story. The first user we will be passing judgment on is Intelligent Box 9013. Am I the antagonist for publicly embarrassing my husband? You could be. Let's see. Was he acting like a fool? I don't know what everyone else calls this, but where I'm from, when you quickly jab or poke someone in the ribs, it's called tasering. I've always hated being tasered with a passion. It makes me jump, it's uncomfortable, and I've always just vehemently hated it. Yeah, it's a jarring reaction. It's like being tickled. Most people don't like being tickled. I hate being tickled. Over the years, my husband would do it to me, and in the beginning, I would gently tell him that I don't like it and that it upsets me. He kept doing it, so what I graduated to was, I hate it, stop, I effing hate it when you do that, etc. And it always causes a fight. Of course, is he belittling you? Like, oh, it's not a big deal. Like, oh, it's just a joke, ha ha ha. No, if it's making you uncomfortable, then it's not a joke anymore. He continues to do it. Not frequently, but at least a few times a month. Now, in addition to being mad because I've always hated it, I'm additionally pissed off that he knows how much I hate it and still continues to do it. I know it may be irrational, but it makes me so furious that I start to tear up from anger over it. Dude, if he's seeing you react like this and he's still doing it, then he is definitely the antagonist and not you. But we'll keep reading. Every single time he does it, I get angry. Tell him once again that I effing hate it, and he gets mad at me for being mad. You can't take a joke. I'm just flirting. I'm being playful. Why can't you just be playful? You're always so dramatic about this. I've told him repeatedly that I'm fine being tickled in the ribs, but I cannot stand being tased, and the fact that he gets mad at me for being angry when he is knowingly doing something I hate is absurd. Yeah, he's just diminishing your reaction and like gaslighting you. That's not cool. 2 days ago, I was getting ready for a family dinner out, his side of the family, and he tased me. I got angry. He got pissed off that I was angry about it. I let it go because we were about 5 minutes from leaving. Then, at the restaurant, at a long table of about 12 of his family members, he tased me again. Dude, in public, in front of his family, and then of course if you react, then you're the bad guy. Like, that's ridiculous. I told him, not yelling, but very firmly and loud enough for someone to hear, you know how much I hate when you do that. I've been asking you to stop for years. I keep telling you over and over how much I hate it, and you won't stop. It always makes me angry. Why do you keep doing it? He was visibly embarrassed and replied, well, I do it because you always have a reaction. Yeah, it's like an instinctual reaction. Your body thinks it's being attacked, which it is. So, no, you are not wrong for calling him out in front of people, especially because he did it in front of people. On the car ride back home, he lost his shit at me about how much I embarrassed him in front of his family. Now, I did intentionally say it loud enough so some people would hear, because at this point, I'm so over not being listened to about this. His siblings and cousins heard, but we all went back to dinner without further issue. Yeah, but now he knows he's been called out, and like other people have witnessed him being called out. 2 days later, he's still furious for being publicly embarrassed, and I'm still angry because why do I have to keep saying the same thing over and over again? Am I the antagonist? Alright, before I even read the comments, no, you are not the antagonist. He is. He is literally antagonizing you. Like if someone keeps doing something that you repeatedly tell them to stop doing, then they don't respect your personal space or your boundaries. Like, you even said that you're fine with being tickled, you just don't like the fucking tasing. Because that's really jarring when people do it. And yeah, he's clearly just not respecting your boundaries. So I don't think you're the antagonist for calling him out in front of his family. Hopefully his family helps keep him accountable too. But let's see what the comments have to say. Not the antagonist. This is a horrible thing that he keeps doing to you. How is the rest of your relationship? Is it worth staying with someone who disrespects your boundaries and your body so much? Yeah, the fact that he keeps doing it to her, despite repeatedly telling him that she hates it, is more cruel than anything. Who does something like that to their loved ones unless they secretly hate them? I think it's more than just a sign of immaturity. I don't know if I'd go so far to say he hates you, but he definitely doesn't respect you in that way. The fact that he's embarrassed shows he knows what he's doing is awful. It's about dominance. Oh, I didn't even think about that. He's trying to be like, I'm the one in charge of this relationship. You told me not to, so I'm going to do it even more now. Yeah, that is super immature. That's like toddler baby boy behavior. It's also legit abusive behavior. Yes, it is. Since he loves reactions, you should start kicking him in the balls. I mean, that's an extreme pendulum swing the other way, but a nut tap with the back of your hand is more accurate and physically easier. And it's easier to say, oh, my hand slipped, or that was an accident, or to imply as a deterrent. No, the tap was a joke. Don't you get it? I was about to say that. Like, just say it was a joke. You're just flirting. Yeah, basically, the comments agree with me. You are not the asshole. There's a couple big, long ones that I'm not going to dive into. But, yeah, he's definitely not respecting your boundaries or your requests. So I don't think you're the asshole for calling him out in front of his family. Hopefully they help him to keep accountable, too. Anyway, on to the next one. From user Solar Pariah V. Am I the antagonist for telling my mom we will never have a relationship because of my cousin? We have seen a trend of people cutting out toxic parents a lot more recently, which I think is probably a good thing because, yeah, family is forever, but if your family is toxic and abusive, then you shouldn't feel obligated to keep them in your life just to maintain social norms. I don't know if that's where this story is going, but we'll see. I'm passing judgment before I even read anything. I, 16 female, have little to no relationship with my mom, due to my mom constantly prioritizing my cousin's opinion over mine. It sounds stupid, but no matter what I want, my opinion doesn't matter unless my cousin mentions it. Then it matters. For example, I've tried to do things with my mom to hopefully repair our relationship, like simply watching a TV show together. However, she's only wanting to watch things my cousin suggests, and my cousin have extremely different tastes. Even when I suggest new movies or even books, she says she doesn't think that she would like it. But then if my cousin suggests it, all of a sudden, she wants to watch or read it. I've tried so hard to connect with her, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter unless my cousin suggests it first. My mother spends at least 2 to 3 hours every day on the phone with my cousin, but only speaks to me when she needs something. Her and I are the definition of strangers sharing space. I have asked her several times to hang out or just talk, and she says that she has a headache every single time. Dude, that sounds like a really neglectful relationship. Like, I don't know what makes your cousin, like her niece or nephew, so much more special than you. Like, really, the only thing that I can think of, and I'm not saying this is a correct way of thinking, is that your cousin is a boy, and for some reason she respects boys more than girls, but I don't know, we'll see. Recently, she asked me why I'm not touring my cousin's college, and I told her that I didn't want to. The college has basic requirements for my major, nothing more. I plan on getting all of the degrees I possibly can to advance my career quickly. She got upset at the fact that I'm not even considering that college, and I told her again it didn't meet half of my personal requirements. She's been acting all upset and moping around. It's not her future, it's your future. So yeah, pick the college you want, and maybe have that one as a backup in case you don't get in. Then, yesterday, she overheard a conversation while I was talking about cutting contact with her as soon as I leave for college. She was livid. She asked me what she ever did for me to cut contact. I told her that it is the constant favoritism for my cousin and my little sister, and the fact that she neglects my needs constantly. For example, about 3 years ago now, I got a serious knee injury, and I had to beg her for 3 months to get me a doctor's appointment because it hurt so bad. Because of her delay, I have chronic knee pain and will for the rest of my life. Dude, that is super neglectful. Like, that's call CPS kind of neglect. I don't blame you for wanting to get out of this situation even a little bit. I told her that maybe if she actually tried to have a relationship with me, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But instead, she's trying to have a relationship with my cousin through me. She got extremely mad at me and has been telling everyone in the family about this. Some of my friends say I was a jerk for speaking to her the way I did, but I don't think I was in the wrong. Thank you for reading. Edit! Cause I'm being driven nuts, no, my cousin is not my sister. There is no physical way for that to be possible. She looks exactly like my aunt, who is not related to my family. My cousin is my biological aunt's daughter. I'm gonna say no, you are not the antagonist, because like clearly your mom is neglecting your needs and favoring your cousin for whatever reason. Like maybe she feels bad about the relationship she had with her sister in the past or something like that. And the fact that she's treating your little sister better than you as well, I don't know, like I don't know what she's got against you. That's really terrible, OP, and I hope that you cut as much contact as you're comfortable with, because she clearly doesn't want anything to do with you, and that seems to be no fault of your own. What do the comments say? That's a little odd. You mentioned your sister also being an issue, and that's unfortunate but not unusual. But is there any reason she's so focused on your cousin? Yeah, it's weird that she's focusing on the cousin and your little sister, but not her biological daughter. That's weird. I personally think that it's because my cousin is the child she always wanted. I am more of a stay-at-home play Minecraft while also being smart academically type, where my cousin is the typical blonde, athletic American dream child type. That's really shitty. Like, she wanted to live vicariously through you, but because you're not living the lifestyle that she would have wanted, now she's gonna try and live vicariously through your cousin. That's gross. That's garbage human behavior. Maybe she had postpartum syndrome with you, or she has bad feelings about your father. That usually extends to a child when a mother doesn't seek help or therapy. Edit, I just read my comment. I'm not justifying the mother's actions, I'm just putting it in perspective. Yeah. Of course, this doesn't make the mother less guilty, but it explains why she does this with her daughter. Yeah, no, I thought something about that too, but OP never says that dad's out of the picture. But if he is, or if he's like an abusive father or something, or abusive to the mother, it would make sense that she kind of projects a little bit of that onto the daughter. But we'll see. We'll see what OP says here. According to what she's told me, she had a perfect time raising me. She also does have a pretty bad relationship with my bio dad. He cheated on her several times during her pregnancy. Yeah. So it sounds like your mom is projecting some insecurity onto you, and that's not okay. Like, the child is not responsible for the actions of the father, and I'm really sorry that she's putting you through that. I would absolutely cut contact with her as much as possible, and it sounds like your bio dad is kind of a POS as well. So I'm sorry that you're going through that, because I imagine it's really hard to not have the support system that parents can provide. So yeah, my judgment, you are not the antagonist. Your mom is the antagonist. And honestly, it looks like most of the comments agree with me. Anyway, I think that's going to do it for me and Bartholomew tonight. If you enjoyed me diving into Am I the Antagonist, then leave a like and subscribe. Leave some comments down below if you want to see some more, because I had fun with this, and it's nice that they're little shorter blurbs and I can just thumb them out and pass judgment on strangers. We didn't get any antagonists in this one. I think maybe next time I'll sort by controversial, because then that's a little more on the fence. I feel like some people just come onto the subreddit for like validation. Be like, I'm not the a-hole, right? And like, no, you're not the a-hole. I hope you guys are all drinking lots of water, doing lots of push-ups, and stay safe till next time.